This is Adam Beanstock on this somewhat cooler day. We're hoping for some rain. Hopefully we get some rain, significant rain. We really need it for the next last 2 months. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about the weather. As we've got these lovely ladies, Philippa Drew and Holly Green on Meridian TV. You know, they're lovely ladies that tell you forecast better than I am, better than I can. Anyway, so now I'm come to talk about why do people. I went to a session last night because I love playing in sessions, and in fact, why do people play in sessions the tunes, dance tunes, too fast or fast? And I think it's a memory thing, because they just pick these tunes up, perhaps playing along with other players. Oh, I know that. It's quite simple, isn't it? But they haven't actually learnt it properly. Phrase by phrase and part A, part B, etc. So they speed it up, so it helps the memory. But the problem is, when you speed it up, you can't actually play it. You come a cropper, don't you? So you get stuck on one bit and you just fluff it, and it can either throw you off time if you put an ornament in to disguise a mistake, whatever. But I'm going to talk about these two slip jigs. There's one's called the Flying to the Flower by Patrick Davey, and the Richard Sinclair actually put the Striking Clock or Providence slip jig with it. But they play it fast. But when you look at the original Patrick Davey actually playing it, he's a teacher, and he's thorough, and he plays with a harpist, and it's his own composition. That is, I think, the best example to follow, because like in classical music, why not be loyal to the composer? And I've got 2 volumes of Charlie Lennon, and I think, well, I try and stick to what he's written, try and make sense. What he's written down there, the phrasing, the bowing and everything else. Because that's what the composer wanted, and that's how we play classical music, I know. But I think now the Irish traditional and folk music is becoming more into exams and competitions. We've got to pay more attention to detail rather than just having a good time playing a few tunes together. So it's got a bit beyond that, and you can. At Trinity College of Music, London, for instance, where the teachers I've come up against still go, and I think they moved their premises since I went there. They actually do. You can actually study to grade levels diplomas in this type of music, as opposed to classical music. So the scope of tuition and what way people look. Right, we're going to start with flying with the flower. So all this chatter, I've got to try and concentrate on what I'm actually playing. So the way he plays it is quite slowly, but it's quite interestingly phrased. I'm sorry about this. To put a case in point, I'm actually forgetting it. I'm actually forgetting what I'm actually playing. We'll try it again. That is the pace. That is the thing. But I'm actually forgetting the sequence of the next phrase. See, I don't know if you've seen on YouTube about is it Perlman or one of those Zuka's one of the top violinists. He says if you learn something slowly and keep playing it slowly until you're ready to play it fast, that tune will stick. You've got it. You've got command of it. You've got control over it. And the same goes for folk music because you know the tradition is I know with dance bands and things they actually read it because they have to be they can't afford to mess around and have mistakes and they've got to play the same notes in the band for the dancers. But when you're playing, well, either in a session or just playing for your own amusement or playing with other players individually in a chamber way, with friends, it's the achievement of actually memorising the tune and seeing where it goes, where the actual tune goes, and why it's written like that. So we just try it again. So. Yeah, and the second one, of course, called Striking Clock or Providence. It's played in the same vein as the first one, but maybe put slightly up the tempo slightly, just to give it more buoyancy. Because, I actually heard that when visiting Ireland, probably about 10 years ago. I went to the Cliffs of Moher, the famous tourist site. On these sandstone cliffs, and I heard in the distance, and there was like these actual ridges of the rocks just before the cliffs. They made sort of like little caves that people go in and play and practice. And then I heard this tin whistle or flute player, he was playing that last tune, the striking clock, and it's got that lovely syncopation thing. And it's got to sound relaxed. So you know, within the beat. But obviously, when people play solo, and you get the same thing for when you're playing a piece of Bach, partita or sonata, whatever. People, you know, even the best musicians take liberties probably with the tempo and how they feel it, and because there's no other musicians to be accountable. But when you're playing with other musicians, you know, there's this feeling of the beat together has to be there, and especially in playing in band. So so that's a thought as well to come with. Anyway, this is getting a bit of a long video, so I think we've gone up to nearly 12 minutes now. So hope that's given you some thoughts on them. I mean, I know I'm not playing very well, but you know, it's a sort of practice. But when you're actually practicing on your own in your front room, as I am at the moment, it's good to have these positive things to think about while you're practicing in order to improve the way you're playing it. So anyway, I'll sign off for now.